Everybody, welcome back to my Raise A Floppa tutorial series. Today is a big one. Today we're going to be covering the outside, which is something I've kind of stayed away from, but it's time to go there. So today we're going to be making the house key, and we're going to be making raids, we're going to be making the sword stand and stuff like that. So first I'm going to design a little outside area, and then we can get straight to it. Alright, so we're back here. This is the little map I set up. So we have a little sword stand, and we have a bandit guy here. So I don't know how many bandits actually spawn in the actual game, but however many you want, show you how to configure it that way. So first we're gonna start off with the simple part of the tutorial, I guess, which is the sword stand. So if we click on this sword here, we don't want to put it in starter pack, so just search up sword, you get the classic sword, right? And then you want to drag this over to replicated storage. I guess yeah, drag it into purchasables. Okay, so now let's go here and let's make a little part in front of our classic sword, or wherever you want to be able to buy the sword, doesn't matter. So let's put it at like its eye level, make it invisible, make sure to anchor it, then we're going to call it buy sword. Then we're going to put a proximity prompt inside of it. And we are going to put the object text to sword shop, then the action text to buy, and then we'll do it like a dash and for however much we want it to cost. So we'll do buy 100 or buy for 100. Okay, so now we want to head over to. I guess it doesn't really matter. But let's put it in starter player. And let's make a new local script. Let's call it buy sword. Okay, so we're gonna do game.workspace.buy_sword.proximityprompt.triggered connect function. Then we're gonna do if workspace.money.value is above however much we want it to cost -1. So if it's above 99, then we will workspace.money.value equals workspace.money.value -1 or -1, however much it costs. And then we're going to do local sword equals game.replicatedStorage.purchasables.classic sword clone sword.parent equals game.players.localplayer.backpack. Okay, so this should work, and we'll just give ourselves some money here. Okay, our starter money's already. Let me just set our money here so we can test this to make sure it works. If I have 1,000, I go over here, I buy the sword, and it take away 100. Okay, I know what the problem is. Okay, so we're gonna make a new remote event in replicated storage. We're gonna call this buy sword. And instead of removing value for money, we're gonna do game.replicatedStorage.buySword fire server. Then we're gonna go over to base. We could just make a new script, it doesn't really matter. And let's rename it to swordbot. So game.replicatedStorage.buySword.onServerEvent connect function game.workspace.money equals game.workspace.money -100. Hop in. set our money to 10,000. Buy a sword. Oh, okay, I know what the problem is. Sorry about that. I always do that. I'm sure if you've been watching these tutorials and talk about it, I always forget to do .value every single time. I need to get better with that. Okay, so let's hop in again. Let's set our money to 100. Go back here. Buy a sword, and as you can see, it gives us the sword and it takes away our money. Okay, so let's back to it. Okay, so now we're at the point where we probably want to add going outside to the interweb, so let's do that. So first of all, we're just gonna make a little door for our house, whatever you have. It doesn't quite matter. Boom, and then we can set the material, and then we're gonna call this part door. Make sure it's anchored. And then our player will still be able to get out through the windows, so we need to duplicate our door part, rename it to window or whatever you want, drag it over the windows, and we transparent. So I'm gonna do this for the whole house real quick. It's important. Actually, I'm just gonna move its transparency while I put them into position so I don't up. Okay, so now I've got the whole house surrounded by windows. I can actually just group these because it's easier. So windows. Okay. Main focus though is the door. So it won't be very hard to do this all. Add a new value, purchased, Boolean value of course. Let's call it door. We can actually just copy the script inside of one of these other ones. It says script parent, so local door equals so we'll actually change this code. So game.workspace.door.transparency equals 0. Game.workspace.door.canCollide equals true. So now if this is changed, door will open, but we of course need to add it to the interwebs. So let's do that real quick. I'm sure if you've seen episode 3, this will be very easy for you to do. So we just make the scrolling frame in the text label visible in Studio, if I can find it. There we go. And as you can see, so we just go to our scrolling frame and let's duplicate this one. Doesn't matter. Let's rename it to door. And then change its position. There we go. We can say go outside, not really. Buy for 1,000. There we go. That looks good. Okay, so now let's go to workspace. We can get a decal of the door. Doesn't matter. There we go. Perfect asset right there. I'm sure it explains exactly what you're supposed to do, what this does. There we go. Okay. So now that we have that, we can go text button script. All we gotta do is this line can stay the same. Do if game.workspace dot or we could do, sorry, game.workspace dot purchase dot door dot value equals true. So now we should be able to buy that. It's all functional and everything. So let's go ahead and hit play. And let's set our money to 1,000. And as you can see, we bought it. Something appears to have gone wrong. Mess up my code in the Okay, I realized my mistake here, so okay, can't collide should be false. And transparency should be 1. Now if we hit play, it should work. So I go ahead and I set our money to 9,999. Go back, and then I could buy this here. And as you can see, it works and everything, and I could buy the sword. I could buy as many swords as I want. And now we have to code the little bandits. So let's get to that. So we're actually going to go into our floppa, whatever you have. So we have squares. So we're going to go into the main file here, and we're going to copy our pathfinding code. Just all of it. I could find the bandit. Here we go. We go and we paste this into our guys. So we make a script. Let's call it main. Let's paste all this in here. Alright, hey everybody. So it took me a minute to work out all the kinks to make sure this system works well for you guys. So I'm going to explain to you everything I did, and I'll explain to you how to do it and stuff like that. So first of all, you want to make a little point. So Roblox pathfinding service is kind of bad. And if we don't do this, the dummy or the bandit or whatever you have here can't actually get up the stairs. So what did I do? Well, I made a part here called upstairs. And basically what this does is it tells him to move there. Now, I recommend you replace your stairs with a flat surface so there's no issues with him getting up there. So I'll show you what he does right now. So if I hit run, he will run over, go up the stairs, and he will start chasing our floppa or square or whatever around. So, but if we remove this line, comment that out, and as you can see, if I hit run, he will not move because he does not see a potential path to get there, even though there very much obviously is one. So that's a problem with Roblox pathfinding service, but it's an easy workaround. So wherever the entrance to your house is, you could just do that. So now I'll explain to you what I did. So all I did was I did while wait do. So basically every less than every second he calculates a new path to get to our floppa. So all you got to do is you got to do game.workspace, then the name of your floppa, and then any part in it. It doesn't really matter. I just did the head. So now what this guy does is it's all of our pathfinding code from our floppa, and then he just goes to him, basically. I don't know. I don't know how to really, I think I worded it pretty well there, so. And he will just chase our floppa to infinity. So now what we want to do is we want to do a things. So we could call this guy bandit. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to your floppa. Let's just make a new file in him. Let's call it bandit touch. Now we're gonna do script.parent.humanoid .touched connect function other part, and then here's what we're gonna do. If other part.parent.name is bandit, or whatever you called your bandit, it could be ninja, it doesn't really matter. Then game.workspace.hunger equals game.workspace.hunger minus 5, or however much you want, because they'll be touching quite a bit. So now if we hit run, it'll run over to our to our little square here. Okay, I made a mistake. You guys know it. You know what it is. I always forget .value every single time. Okay, so we hit run. We will he'll chase our floppa down, and as you can see, ooh, okay, maybe that's a little quick. We'll just do minus 0.5, and let's actually play. Let's watch and then do it in client here. No, stop. It's a little laggy because I'm running it on my PC, but okay, I think it was because I was running it on my PC. So if we just hit run here, and he walks over. Okay, so maybe 0.5 is a little too small. Let's do 2. Let's hit run there. See how that does. So as you can see, he does quite a bit of damage to our floppa. I'm actually going to set it to 1. I think that's probably the most balanced because he does quite a bit of damage. Yeah, you definitely don't want to let him in. You could really set this value to whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's your game. I'm just helping you make it. So now, however many bandits you want, you duplicate them. So let's have 2 bandits. Then let's make a folder. Let's call it bandits. Then let's make another folder in replicated storage. Let's call it bandits. Let's drag both of our bandits into that folder. So we want to have an event happen. So basically, I'll show you. Let's get our door back in position first. I moved that earlier. Okay. So let's just put a script in workspace. And we're going to name it, this one. Okay, we're going to name it bandit event. Okay, so now we're going to do while wait 60. So basically every 60 seconds there's a chance for this event to happen. So whenever you want there to be a chance the event will happen, that this is like the amount of seconds that'll be. So if I want the event to happen, or if I want there a chance for the event to happen be every 120 seconds or 2 minutes, then I do 100 while wait 120 do. But I'm keeping it 60 because I don't want it to be extreme or anything. Okay, so now we're going to do if game dot workspace dot purchase dot door dot value is true, then we'll do local chance equals math dot random 1 and 3. We'll do if chance is 1 equals 1, then. Okay, so this is the bandit event. So I'm sure you can see what's happening here. Basically, it sets chance to a random number between 1 and 3. If chance is 1, then it will start the bandit event. So let's get a little bandit thing. Let's bandit. Screw it, I'm gonna do this. So let's put this here. Let's do bandit. And let's do game. Let's do workspace. workspace.bandit play. You don't have to have audio, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we're gonna do game.replicated storage bandits get children. So we're gonna do local new bandits equals game to children, and then clone, and then new bandits dot parent equals game dot workspace dot bandits. So let's actually just do this on one, and let's actually just remove the chance here, so what's happen. It should actually just load our workspace up with bandits if I did everything correctly. Okay, it's alright. It appears I've made a mistake, so let's fix that real quick. New bandit. Okay, so what we could do is we could just have one bandit in our bandits folder, and then what we could do is local bandit equals game replicated storage bandits bandit clone bandit dot parent equals game dot workspace dot bandits. Wait one. Well, let's just summon another one. So this should actually just load our workspace up with bandits now. I didn't think about that. So if we hit run, and then we go and we purchased and we check door. So as you can see, it started spawning bandits. Obviously the theme's a little messed up. This won't actually happen in your game, but let's see, they're killing him. Okay, there he goes. So let's obviously fix that. So all we have to do to fix that is just set it to 60 seconds. So then, and then obviously add the chance, so it can't really happen like that. And then we'll add a script in bandits. I guess we could do it, wait 30 if, game.workspace.bandits, find first child bandit is null, or is nil, then bandit workspace.bandit stop. Let's actually just do 15 seconds, and then if that, and then we'll just wait another 15. It should be over by then. So now if we hop into our game here, hit play. Then if we go over and give ourselves a bunch of money, let's just buy everything in the shop. And let's get ourselves a sword. And let's wait. So the raid is definitely going to start because I have no chance for it, so we just have to wait a minute. It's because it's running on my client and not a server, and pathfinding kind of acts weird when it's not running on a server. I don't know why it does that, or maybe it's just my PC. I don't know, but you can see they're making their way up there. Go. Kill my floppa. Kill him. Kill him. Okay, so I messed up our bandit code a little bit. So what we should be doing is we should actually be waiting before we start the wild true do loop, because they need to get up to the door first. So now if I go and I initiate the bandit raid by doing this, you can see he walks up and there's no lag at all with the way he moves. And they just go and get him. There's another issue that I found though. So if we go to buy sword, this doesn't work. So let me just fix this real quick. So firstpulse.sword clone. That should actually have fixed it. So if we hit play, our bandit raid should work pretty well. So let's. Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. It's a very easy fix. So let's just copy this line of code. So all it does is fire the server. Now let's go to the sword bot script here. Let's paste this in here and let's do, instead of replicated storage, let's do server storage dot purchasefuls or dot sword, or okay, sorry, I'm on crack. Dot replicated storage dot purchasefuls dot sword clone, and then so what we're gonna put here is we're actually gonna put player, because I send that information over. So local player, so it's player.backpack. So in the sword bot, in this local script here, where you buy the sword, you send, it's just this line of code with game.players.localplayer in it, and this should fix our problems with the sword being broken, because the sword was only being in the player's inventory on the client side, so the server didn't know the sword was in the player's inventory, if that makes sense. So if I give myself some money, let me buy the sword. As you can see, it works now. So let me go ahead and open the door and right off. Get over here. Wow, I'm so good. And if we wait a minute, the music should stop. Actually, the music's not going to stop. Okay. Let's just do one more thing here to polish it up. In Bandit, let's insert a script into humanoid. While wait one do if script.parent.humanoid or script.parent.health is 0, then script.parent.parent destroy. So it destroys itself if it dies. So should help us out here. So if we hit play, let me give myself some money. And let's go buy outside. Oh, I don't have 100. No. It's an F in the chat. Run. Yeah, I did it. Okay, and the music stopped. So, then to just fix this all up, you know, bandit event, set this to every 60 seconds it has a chance to happen, or whatever you want. And then we do 1 and 3. There you go. That is the bandits. This is the longest episode ever, I'm pretty sure. This took the longest to record, and it's going to take the longest to edit. So this did help you. Please, please, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Just want to thank you guys for 200 subscribers. This does mean a lot to me, and I'm happy we finally got there. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.